What up, guys? It's your boy Brian. Today is Sunday, July 10th. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I have a message I would like to share, and before I start, I'd like to just let everybody know, before you judge or anything, everybody has a right to freedom of speech. That's pretty much what makes this country a great country for now. But again, please keep in mind, this is my opinion. This is not about hate. I'm not trying to promote violence or hate or anything. Everything I say now is hopefully to promote peace. The reason I'm shooting my video in a black and white is because the mindset that I want to give off today is more about kind of like in the middle theme. Everything lately has to be about black, white, Spanish or whatever. So a lot of people are seeing colors right now. And I think a lot of us have been guilty of it. Don't know it, probably don't realize it, but we have friends, I'm sure, we in the workplace that we associate every day. But my thing today is, my message simple is that I want to talk about is, man, with all the hate, with all the violence going on that's happening especially over this last week, week and a half and stuff, I hear a lot more about, it's black man did this, or a white guy used to do that, or white guy's doing this or doing that. The reason I have videos is gray or not in colors, because I don't want people to see color. I want people to see everybody as basically, as Americans. It doesn't have to be about color. We should be more concerned about our country right now more than anything. But what I wanted to bring up, and I'll keep it short, out of request, I'm going to mention the shootings in Dallas. But before I even start that, I want to give our condolences to the Alton Sterling family, for their loss. I don't know the man. I can't comment on his character. Yes, I did see his rap sheet, but who doesn't have a rap sheet? I mean, not everybody does. Okay. But anyway, a lot of people do. So I can't be the one that pointing the finger, blaming anybody else. Also to Philando Castile, his family, my condolences go out to them. My heartfelt condolences by all means. That was very tragic. It touched me to the core just to even see something like that. But I know it happens. It happens every day, and it happens all the time in some way, some shape or form. But with the cop shootings and the protests and stuff, bottom line, none of it's right. These guys should have never lost their lives. And we know that, and there's nothing wrong with protesting. And I will say this, with the protests in Dallas, they had them all over, Atlanta and other cities and stuff. But out of all those protests, we only had really one big problem, that was the shooting in Dallas. I would say Atlanta alone, we had over 10,000 people that protested. They only had 2 arrests. No reports of violence, per se. So, basically, these people, they have a right to protest. And there was white, there was black. So I say these people, I don't mean that in a racial way. It's like these people that are upset. Obviously they're ready to see things change. I respect that. There's a lot of things that we can change, but I want people to look inside themselves and realize that, we're being played by the media. We're being basically played against each and one of, basically social media with all and I'm guilty of it myself, basically posting things sometimes it's not true, being quick to jump to conclusions. It's not right, folks. The police, that lost their lives the other day, those 5 officers that died and 11 wounded, that's not right. And I think we all know that. Let's, for example, the shooter in Dallas, a lot of people want to say, oh, it's the Black Lives Matter. At first, I was on the hook too, but on the fence, I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go with that. But, folks, my whole message is, don't be so quick to make a judgment. Don't be so quick to pass judgment, because ain't neither one of us that have clean hands should be pointing their finger. Because if your hands are dirty, there's no reason to point your finger. We've all probably done something wrong in our life, but obviously not shoot people, But what the guy did was wrong. Obviously, it was very wrong. But it does not mean that one person can speak for the rest of the people that was protesting down at that protest. So I'm not a big Black Lives Matter supporter, by no means, but at the same time, there's a lot of people down there that's not just down there to promote any kind of hate. They just want to prove their point. They're exercising their right, their freedom of speech. So again, one bad apple should not spoil the bunch. And that also goes for the cops, police, excuse me. I mean, there's a lot of good officers out there. I know quite a few. I have friends that are officers. I've had run-ins with the law myself. I'm not by no means a innocent person. But I will say this, before I pass judgment on an officer and say they're all bad and cops are this and cops are that, you know what? Look at the individual themselves. We got to quit trying to say, well, he's a white cop, he's a black cop. You're going to have bad apples in every bunch, and it should not spoil that bunch. And a lot of people, and I know for another video, I'll talk about some other things, and I appreciate you guys listening to this video. And again, it's just my opinion. But what I'm trying to do, my intentions are to try to bring people together. Stop looking at the color. Stop looking at race. Stop looking at religion. Yes, we're having issues right now, but I'm also, and I'll do a video later, is I feel that the government is basically plotting us against each other. It's called civil unrest. We're basically going to destroy each other from within. Excuse me. Stuttered there for a second, but that's what they want. They want to basically pit us against each other. Just like, like fighting chickens or dogs or whatever. And then once we destroy ourselves, we could come in and take our guns and say that, well, that guy was using an assault rifle to do this. And, oh, by the way, that reminds me, the other day when the president, after the shootings, again, as bad as they were, it horrifies me that the president would say, first thing he did within minutes of the shooting, the first thing he'd say would be another shooting, a gun, the weapons. That just proves that we need tighter gun laws, stricter gun laws. Not once did he say, please guys, ask for peace. Not once did he, beg the community to unite instead of, just talk about how guns are a bad thing. So either way, bottom line, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I appreciate you guys listening to me, but we need to quit looking at color. We need to quit looking at race, religion. We're America, and if we don't do something soon, we won't be America. And we're doing exactly what the government wants us to do by fighting and arguing amongst each other. It makes it so much easier for them to sneak in the back door with other subjects. And while they're blowing smoke screens over here and we're like little puppets and we run over there and we fight and we argue and we protest, and then while the whole time they're over here, sneaking in some other BS. So wake up, people. Don't be sheeps. Be vigilant, look around, keep your eyes open. You know what? And like I always say, no hate, just love, man. You go to a gas station, you go out to dinner, I don't care if you're at a McDonald's or something, maybe pay it forward. It's not going to hurt to take somebody and shake their hand and just say, you know what, I'm not one of those bad guys. I hope you're not either. I'm not racist. I hope you're not either. I think we all get, sometimes we get out of whack and we make bad decisions and we say things we don't mean or whatever, but don't let the media fool you. Don't let the media mislead you. And I know that social media being out of control, you're liable to hear things. I've been guilty of it, but please, you guys, make sure when you post things, let's try to get the facts. And again, I've been guilty of it. So I'm not saying I'm any different. I'm just trying to make a light of the situation and throw some light on the subject. And again, not all cops are bad. Not all black folks are bad. And not all white folks are bad. And anyway, until the next time, I wish everybody the best of luck, best wishes, the best of health, and God bless America.